What's up, everybody? I'm back with another recap, review, after show, whatever you want to call it, for Young and Reckless. You guys have been asking for it, and I've got some time off from work, so I thought, why not? Let me give my people what they want, right? If you haven't already checked out the episode 1 recap, it has been posted. Go check that out right now. It's on my channel. Right now, we're about to get into episode 2, season 1, episode 2, Young and Reckless on Now That's TV. If you're interested, you've come to the right place. Get comfortable. We're about to get into the episode. But before we begin, I need you to do a few things for me. Click that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Like this video by clicking the thumbs up button right down there. Join the conversation by letting me know your thoughts and opinions on episode 2. And last but not least, if you would like to donate to Damien After Dark and the movement and what we're doing over here, I very much appreciate it. In the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I will also post my Amazon wish list there for anybody that wants to take that route. And I appreciate every single person that donates. Mwah. All right? Now, let's get into the episode. I need a little drink before we begin. Because, baby, what is going on? What is happening? Okay? So, we know last week's episode ended where this week's episode is picking up off from, which is, if you remember, Adriana, along with a few other girls, are coming in the house. They're bringing girls in little groups. 4 girls come in here, 4 girls come in there, 3 girls come in there. So, Adriana comes in with a group of girls, and right off the bat, we see Crystal charges at her. Now, Crystal's already told Ferrari and some other girls when Adriana gets in the house, she's got some issues she wants to press with her. She wants to check her ID because I think she was talking about Adriana, maybe. Is Crystal talking about Adriana when she said that her real name is Kathy? Do y'all remember that? Like in episode 1, she was like, her real name's Kathy. I want to check her ID. I don't know if that's who she was referring to, but anyway, Adriana walks in. They have some sort of beef, I'm assuming, because Crystal said something along the lines that she's mad that Adriana claimed she didn't know who she was. I believe that was the reason she was mad. And I'm like, come on, Crystal. Like, really? I feel like we're picking. We're looking for something. We're looking for a reason to jump on this girl when she walks in the door. We're looking for a reason to find a moment. We're chasing clout at this point. Let's call the show Chasing Clout, okay? Now, Ivory is not only playing the role of the bully on Young and Reckless, she's also playing the role of the puppet master, okay? And she's pretty much trying to run the house, as we've seen. But she's going around, and like, if y'all notice, she whispered, and I think it was Crystal's ear. She got in Crystal's ear, and when Crystal was fighting Adriana and was like saying, uppercut, knee her, go knee her, you know, trying to give Crystal pointers, trying to give her little, I guess she wanted to coach her. She wanted to be her coach on the side of the ring, telling her what to do, right? Now, I don't know what Ivory's issue is with Adriana. I didn't know Ivory had an issue with Adriana, and apparently she didn't. But based off of this scene where Ivory fucking drop kicks Adriana, you would think they have an issue, right? So we see Adriana is standing there, I guess, trying to catch her breath. She's pulling her hair back. You know, when you get into a fight, you're disheveled. You're all over the place, right? So she's not paying attention. Ivory's sitting there. She's not watching Ivory because why should she? She doesn't have an issue with Ivory, right? Well, Ivory got an issue with her. Bitch, Ivory picks that leg up and does the motherfucking samurai chop. Ivory does the motherfucking samurai chop, bitch. I mean, she lifted that leg so high and kicked Adriana in the face. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Ivory, what is you doing, sis? Now listen, I'm gonna give Ivory her 10s, okay? Because here's the thing. Women's UFC needs to contact Ivory and give this bitch a contract. Because Ivory, that girl can scrap, okay? I mean, that high kick that she did when she kicked Adriana in the face, that bitch, I was gagged. Do you hear me? Gagged. But on the real, y'all know I'm fair and I'm gonna call it like it is. On the real, Ivory is a straight up bully. And like, you know, don't get me wrong, the high kick was funny. It was. But at this point, it's like, bitch, you're a bully. What is your problem? What is your problem? Are you that troubled, that hurt, that damaged, that you go around just picking on girls for nothing? Because you know that you're stout and you're big and burly and that you can do that to girls and get away with it for the most part. But like I said, you're going to come across the right girl one day, Ivory, and it's not going to be that cute. Now, then Ivory goes around the corner, if y'all notice. After she does the high kick and kicks Adriana in the face, she goes around the corner and she's dapping up Naj. It ain't cute. Okay? It ain't cute. And listen, it might be because Ivory's 20, 21. And I'm 30 and I feel like I've matured from stupid shit like that. But even at 20 and 21, I didn't like shit like that. I have empathy for people. Like I'm an empath, and a lot of people say they're empaths and they're not, but I really do feel like I'm an empath because I feel people's emotions a lot. And I just thought it was so nasty and mean what she did to Adriana. Because Adriana had no beef with you, Ivory. She did nothing to you. She did nothing to you. And then Ivory talking about, you know what? I don't know why I did it, y'all. I shouldn't have done it. I really had no reason to. I like Adriana. She's really a pretty girl. I just don't know why I did it. The demon took me over. I'll tell you why you did it, Ivory. You did it to try to show off. You did it to try to be cute. You did it because you think the fans are going to eat it up and they're going to love you and say, oh, look what Ivory did. But it really, you look like a bully and it's not cute. It's not cute, mama. Let's just be real. And then you got these other girls laughing and egging it on. Not one person, and I've noticed on a lot of these shows, there's never one person who just stands up and says, yo, that's not cool. What you doing, sis? That shit ain't cool. Leave her alone. Nobody ever does that. Now, Naj, I'm trying to like Naj. She's like, I feel like she's growing on me a little bit. However, she's another one that I just feel like is so thirsty. If you watch the episode 1 recap, I talked about how some of these girls need to stop. Like, it's a pet peeve of mine in reality TV when people look at the camera and talk to the camera. You're not supposed to do that. With the exception of the new season of Kardashians on Hulu, if y'all watch Kardashians on Hulu, they do that, but they're doing that because they're trying to change the way they film the show. They filmed Keeping Up with the Kardashians a certain way for 15 years. Now they're doing it documentary style where they look at the camera and they talk to the camera. Now, unless Now That's TV is doing that too, I don't know. I just don't like it. It comes off thirsty when she does that, you know. And she's doing the most. She's egging a lot of this shit on, a lot of these fights on, if y'all watch. Like, she's just all in the mix, keeping the shit stirred up, egging shit on. Now, Crystal, even though Naj got drop kicked, Crystal admits to getting her ass beat by Adriana. And she says that she was high and tired. That was her excuse. I'm like, can y'all ever just give somebody their props? Like, bitch, I got my ass beat. And it is what it is. Win some, lose some. As long as you don't back down from it, right? But y'all be giving excuses. I was drunk. I was high. I was tired. I was on my period. I just woke up. Half my eyelash was hanging off. I wasn't ready. I'm thirsty. Save the excuses. You got your ass whooped, and it's okay. I've got my ass whooped before, too. We've all probably got our asses whooped. You can't win everything. I can't say I got my ass whooped, but I've had a black eye before. Somebody got me in the eye one good time, but that's about it. And you best believe I fought that bitch back. You best motherfucking believe it. Now, here come Legacy. Now, if you watched last week, you know Legacy, or episode 1, y'all know Legacy and Ivory had their issue because Ivory was all up in Legacy's face, bullying her, talking shit, trying to, one up Legacy. And Legacy said, look, I ain't having it. She swung on Ivory, and then after Ivory, it was kind of like a domino effect because I guess Legacy went off and started bandaging herself up. I don't know what she did, but she comes back and she goes after Charmaine, who apparently she has past beef with. And I'm like, why are you going after Charmaine, legend, when Ivory just handed your ass to you on a silver platter? Like, I'm just confused. Like, why are you going after Charmaine? What about Ivory? Go get your lick back, sis. Like, what? I just didn't think it was smart for Legacy to go after not only Charmaine, she went after multiple girls, right? Like, at this point, she's got like 3 girls that are going to be against her, ready to whoop her ass at any moment. She's got Charmaine, who she's done attacked. She's got Ivory, who she's done attacked. And then she's got, who else? Who was the other girl? It was somebody else. I don't know. We'll get to that in a second. But there was 3 girls. I want to say it might have been Cass or Kai. Anyway, whole time all these brawls are going on with Legacy. Ivory is still on the sidelines coaching the girls, right? Because we see, I forgot who Legacy was fighting. But, it was Charmaine. I think it was Charmaine the second time. But anyway, Ivory over there, uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. She's trying to help the girls and tell them, uppercut, do this, do that. Because she's watching from the sidelines. And when you're in the moment and you scrapping, you ain't really thinking about, should I uppercut, should I do this? You just doing whatever, right? Not with Coach Ivory on the sidelines. Coach Ivory gonna keep your ass in check every time. But I can't lie. That second time, Charmaine chewed Legacy up. Hello? Anybody home? Charmaine chewed Legacy up that second time. I mean, how many knots can Legacy take? Because it looked like she got a few knots on her head at this time. Now, Ivory is caught off guard for like 2.5 seconds. And she's wearing, she's wearing somebody's wig. Ivory is. And she ain't paying no attention. And Legacy walks by and just pop, knocks her upside the face, right? So, no sooner than Legacy sneaks around Ivory and knocks her upside the face. Now, Legacy has sat down and she's off guard. She ain't paying attention. And my thing is, Legacy, if you're going to go up around all these girls sneaking them the way you are, you better be ready at all times, right? And I ain't got no problem with Legacy because she held her own. I don't feel like she started shit with nobody until Ivory really started with her. But we see Legacy sitting there not paying no attention, off guard, the same way that Ivory was off guard when Legacy hit her. But Legacy's sitting there not paying no attention, and bitch, out of nowhere, here come Maj. And she knocked the motherfucking Mario coins out Legacy's head. I mean, bitch. Bop! Upside the head. Oh my God. Oh my God. Legacy, no, you let your guard down, sis. And Naj clocked that ass. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny. I tried not to laugh at Legacy, but here's the thing. Naj says that she only did that. The only reason she went up to Legacy and knocked the Mario coins out of her head was because she said she only did that because Legacy was going around and sneaking other people. She was going around and sneaking all these different people. But then, in a later sentence, Naj says that Legacy is a bad bitch because she's running up on all these girls and challenging them. But you just socked her in the face for doing that. So which one is it, Naj? I'm just confused. Are you on Legacy side, or are you not on Legacy side? Or are you just trying to... At the same time, I was like, maybe she's trying to give her props, but at the same time, wanted to knock her around a little bit. I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense. Now, some of the girls now are outside. I think they were outside. And they were talking about how Adriana... yeah, they were outside, and Crystal was giving some of the girls the 411 on Adriana, and how Adriana is a Latina girl, but she uses the N-word a lot, and they say because she's got a black pimp that she thinks that she can use the N-word. Now, I've known from a lot of Latina girls thinking they can use that word just because they got a little color to their skin, but you can't use that word, baby. You can't use that word. You can't. I'm black and I don't even use that word. Right? And they also said, Crystal says that Adriana pulled a gun out on Instagram Live. Pulled a gun out. I guess that was her way of threatening Crystal. But like Crystal said, bitch, you're not about that life. And I agree with her. Like, that's the problem with this younger generation. Y'all see the music videos and you play the video games and you hear the rappers rapping about... Those rappers aren't even about that life, okay? Now, I know you little young bucks ain't about that life, so sit the fuck down. Especially you, Adriana, because you pulling guns out and shit. You the same one talking about you've beat murder cases. She's the same girl. If y'all watch my episode 1 recap, I went in on her about that, thinking it's cute, talking about, bitch, I beat a case. I beat a case. Cut it. It's not cute. It's not a good look. So far, out of the two little Latina girls, Adriana and Crystal, I like Crystal a little bit better because she seems to be a little bit more authentic than the other. Crystal seems a little bit more authentic than Adriana because Crystal says Adriana is putting on an act. And based off what I just told y'all about her saying she's beat cases and, you know, pulling the gun out and all that shit, I could see her putting on an act. Like, girl, this is not who you are. Please, you are not some gangsta thug that you think you are. You are Selena from the block. Now sit down. Is that racist? I hope that ain't racist. Well, the intention's not racist. I'm just trying to get across the point to y'all that she's not a black girl. You're a Latina girl. You're a J-Lo, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Own your shit. Just the same way that Crystal owned her shit. And she said up there, you know, they were asking her, like, well, what are you? And she's like, I'm Latina. Be proud of that. Now, meanwhile, Ivory's walking through the house, and she said she felt like God led her to the bathroom. God told her to go to the bathroom, and the door was closed, and she opened the bathroom door, and lo and behold, who was in there taking a piss or a shit? I don't know if they were taking a piss or a shit, but either way, Legacy was in the bathroom, right? And Ivory took it upon herself to take this moment to say, oh, I got Legacy by myself. And in the show, Ivory says, you know, you ain't got no security now. You ain't got nobody to save you now. And Ivory says she tore Legacy's ass up in that bathroom. Now, I didn't see that. The camera, my eyes didn't see Ivory tear nobody up. But then again, I don't think the camera crew got in there in time to document it all. So maybe she did tear her ass up. But I didn't really see that. But according to Ivory, she did. Now, Ferrari, on the other hand, has pulled aside Kai and Cass, I think was her name. I want to say it was Cass. I can't remember. So forgive me if I get the names wrong. I'm still learning names, y'all. I'm still learning names. Ferrari pulls Kai aside, definitely Kai, and I think the other girl was Cass, and she wants them to talk their issues out. She says, look, y'all just talk your issues out. Please don't fight. I'm tired of the fight, and I don't want y'all to fight. Respectfully so, right? So the girls come into the living room, and they talk their issues out. I'm like, damn, well, this is refreshing to see. So they're talking out their issues, and out of nowhere, here comes the big bad bully from South Central, Ivory. Ivory comes out of nowhere, swinging, and hits old girl in the side of the face. I think it was Kai she hit. Like, what did Kai do to you, Ivory? Because at this point, it's paranoia. At this point, it's paranoia because Ivory says, I've got to get everybody before they get me. She told Ferrari that. I've got to get all, no, in the confessional, she said, I've got to get all these girls before they get me because they already see how I roll. They see how I fight. I don't want them to try to get me before I can get to them. And it's just like, Ivory, you're being paranoid, sis. All these girls do not want to fight you. I don't know if it's the PTSD from her coming straight off of South Central Baddies. Because if y'all think about it, she filmed South Central Baddies and then went to Atlanta to film Young and Reckless. So my thing is, I don't know, Ivory, if you got PTSD or what, but you need to chill out, sis. You're doing way too much. Fighting every single girl that you see. Like, this is not South Central Baddies. We don't want to see y'all fight nonstop in this motherfucking house. Can you just chill out for a second, sis? Let me tell you what I was hoping for. I was really wanting Kai to keep them. Y'all see them thigh high? She had on them thigh high heel boots. Kai did. I wanted her to go get her lick back. Not her leg back. I wanted her to get her kick back. And I wanted her to stomp Ivory's ass in the motherfucking ground with them high heels just like that. Because she deserved it. Ivory deserved it. For the way she's coming to that house and treated a lot of these girls. Getting in their faces, talking to them like dogs. Running up on bitches, slapping bitches and shit. Like, I had hope for Kai. But she didn't do much. Until the end. And I gotta give Kai respect. That third round, I think it was, because they fought a few rounds, which we're gonna get to that in just a second. But a few of these girls, Kai was the only girl, so Kai and Legacy were really the only two girls that I've seen that really stood up to Ivory, really went toe to toe with her. Now, once Ivory bopped Legacy upside the head a few times, Legacy went about her way and went after somebody else. But we see other girls like who are some of the other girls? Charmaine and Cass and Shay Bands. They all are afraid of Ivory. Shit, like I told y'all, I would be scared of Ivory too. If you watched my last video, I said Ivory, I would not want to fight because she fights like a fucking man. She does that King Kong shit, bitch. She just stays swinging, and you don't even have a chance to fight back, right? So Cass, Shay Bands, and Charmaine, they're all like, I'm not fighting her. I'm not gonna fight her. Like, I'm not gonna fight her. I'll back down to that bitch. I'm not fighting her. So I'm like, y'all just gonna let Ivory run this house? Hello? Like, it may sound contradictory for me saying, how y'all gonna let Ivory run all over y'all, but the same breath, I'm over here talking about I wouldn't fight Ivory either. However, I'm not on a show called South Central Baddies or Young and Reckless or whatever, where the premise of the show is fighting. Y'all girls knew what y'all sign up for when y'all come on Now That's TV. This ain't the motherfucking Real Housewives. This ain't the Bachelorette, bitch. Y'all know what y'all coming on to. I'm not going to go apply for a show. That would be like me going and applying for Bad Boys and then crying and being mad when I got to get in a fight. So I'm not fighting nobody. Y'all knew what you were signing up for. Now, apparently Kai and Charmaine came in as some kind of duo. And it got back to Ivory that there was a duo that was going to jump her. So Ivory has been on paranoid and on 10 since she got there, thinking that there was a duo that's going to jump her. And she thinks that duo is Kai and Charmaine, which is why I think she also attacked them both and wanted to fight them both. But like I said, I've got to give it to Kai. Because even though Ivory got her most of those fights, 2 out of 3, and we noticed that Kai had a big knot on her head, looking like Low London on Baddies when Krishan got a hold of her. But she went toe-to-toe with Ivory. I got to give her that. I got to give her that. She might have got her ass whooped. That third time, though, I think that third time, Kai got Ivory. I would say Ivory got Kai 2 out of 3 times, but Kai got Ivory that last time. That last time, she was holding her down pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But this is also even though Kai got her that third time, she had to put up a fight because Kai went outside and threw up. And this is the second girl I've seen on a show that Ivory has made go outside and throw up. Has fought, the second girl I've seen that has fought Ivory and had to go outside and puke because it was so bad. Like, really. Y'all remember China on South Central Baddies? I think it was Ivory that made China puke. It might have been Cash, but I think it was Ivory. I want to see somebody drag Ivory so bad. Not because I just don't like Ivory. I just think somebody needs to put her in her place. You know what I'm saying? And Naj also talks about how Kai was one of the only ones that who wasn't scared of Ivory and held her own. And that's one of the only things I've agreed with Naj this whole time on. But she was spot on with that. Like, Kai, she got her ass whooped a couple times, but she held her own. Now, Ferrari is asking Ivory to please calm down and stop so they can go out and go to the club. And I'm with Ferrari at this point. Can you please just stop? The girls are wanting to go out. You know, they're filming this show. They're in this nice home. Like, why would you not want to go out and have a good time? Who wants to fight every day? I get it. That's our entertainment as the viewers. But if you physically put yourself there, who wants to do that every day? At this point, send Ivory home. Because she's talking about, no, I'm not stopping. No, I'm going to keep fighting. No, I can't. No. Like a defiant child. Like, she's so problematic. And it's like Ivory has all this built up anger and tension. And she just, like, you don't need to be on this show, Ivory. You need to go see a therapist. You need to go get some help and try to heal that trauma. Because you are a damaged individual, sweetheart. Behind all that tough girl mentality, I feel like is a soft, scared, broken young lady. Anyways, that's it for the Season 1, Episode 2 recap / after show for Young and Reckless. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the episode. Let me know what you all think. What do you think about Ivory fighting all these different girls? How do you feel about Naj knocking the Mario coins out of Legacy's head? And who do you think won versus Kai and Ivory? Whose side are you on when it comes to Kai and Ivory? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Click the thumbs up button right down there to like this video and help me get into the algorithm. I appreciate it so much. And if you would like to donate to the movement, you can donate to Damien After Dark. Go into the description box below and using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. I also put my Amazon wishlist down there for those who want to take that route. I love you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the Episode 3 recap and after show review. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.